Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen. Donnelly Hotel Zurich Invest event, and we are here now with First Mining Group and Patrick Donnelly, who is the president of the company, and wants to give us a short insight into his terrific company. Patrick, great to have you here.
Thanks for having me here.
First Mining Group, what are you doing?
Well, it's a different business model, and the business model is simply to take advantage of the historically low valuations we've been seeing in the mining space with respect to junior mining equities. Mm-hmm. And the last 3-4 years, as you're well aware, we've been through probably one of the most severe bear markets on record.
Unfortunately.
And this is a story that was created by Keith Neumeyer, and is simply created to take advantage of these historically low valuations. So what we've been doing is going out and building a high quality portfolio of assets by making acquisitions and acquiring distressed junior mining companies.
Mm-hmm, fantastic. Let's put it that way. In what commodities are you acting? Is it more on the gold silver side? Are you also in copper? What is it? What is of interest for you?
It's primarily gold, mostly precious metals. That being said, overall the broad strategy is LME tradable metals, mm-hmm. But I'd say 95% of the assets we have are gold.
Mm-hmm. Great. Do you have any geographical preferences?
It's in the Americas. We have 15 assets in Mexico. We have 8 or 9 assets in Canada. But the focus lately has been Canada. We think that Canadian assets are highly undervalued compared to other jurisdictions. Mm-hmm. And I'm a Canadian myself, and I'm biased, and I still think Canada is probably one of the best places to mine in the world, specifically Eastern Canada. Eastern Canada, Ontario, Quebec have some of the largest and highest grade and most undervalued gold deposits in the world.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Can you give us an idea about your, let's say, top participations you did with First Mining?
Top participations? You mean acquisitions?
Company-wise acquisitions. What are the
top
projects
we've been very aggressive in the last year. We only listed exactly a year ago, and since then we've acquired 5 companies. The ones that I think were the most prominent was Gold Canyon Resources, which mm-hmm. owns the Springpole project. It has a positive preliminary economic assessment, over 5 million ounces of gold. This is an asset that in a normal market would be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's an asset that a major mining company would develop. And so that's our flagship asset. We also have the Hope Brook project in Newfoundland, 900,000 ounces, 5 grams. Newfoundland is just an absolutely incredible place to work. We met the government there last summer, and they said if we permitted this project, that we could permit it in less than a year. Mm-hmm. So that's another project we like a lot. The other one is Pickle Crow, Northern Ontario, 1.3 million ounces at about 5 grams. Formerly producing mine, infrastructure, power, everything's there, mm-hmm. and has a 200-ton per day mill. And we only paid about $10 million for this project.
Wow.
Like incredibly undervalued. Mm-hmm. So, and then we have a broad portfolio of assets in Mexico, mostly gold, but also base metals in Sonora and Oaxaca and other parts of Mexico. And we're going to continue to make acquisitions, and we're working on a number of acquisitions right now, and hopefully we'll have some news in the next few weeks.
Okay, great, super. Question, I mean, you said, for example, for the one project you paid $10 million. Mm-hmm. What is the business model? How do you do it? You pay really in cash, and second question also, or you use your stock, and do you also taking care of the majority and then of the lead of the company, or do you say, no, probably we start with 15-20% mm-hmm. and then see how it goes?
When we approach these companies, you got to understand that the shareholders have been through a lot, and their cost base is significantly higher than where the companies are trading when we approach them. And one thing that First Mining Finance has is incredible liquidity with its shares. We trade, lately we've been trading 4 to 6 million shares per day, and on average probably 1 or 2 million shares per day. So when you go up to these shareholders and you say to them, listen, if you want, they could take cash and crystallize their losses, or they could take First Mining shares and have the opportunity to participate in the upside. And when I present the case about the experience of our management team and our business model, mm-hmm. the overwhelming response is we would like to take your paper. So all the deals we've been doing, mm-hmm. We've been using our script, and it's been a win-win for everybody.
Fantastic. How many shares do you have outstanding?
It's about 363 million shares at this point. Mm-hmm. We're very highly liquid. We've got a market cap of over 250 million. We've gone from 0 ounces in the ground to almost 9 million ounces in less than a year. Mm-hmm. Long term, we're going to continue to make acquisitions, but I think we are at the beginning of a new cycle, and as we move through the cycle, we're going to see a re-rating of the value of these assets. At that point, we're going to do agreements with other third parties. We're not going to put these assets into production. We get other parties to put these assets into production, but we would hold on to residual interest. So a royalty, a stream, a joint venture, a spin out, a combination of the above. So the longer term plan, 2 to 5 years or so, is that we'd have a collection of royalties, streams, minority interests, and other sources of revenue, and ultimately pay a dividend to our shareholders.
Fantastic. That's a great final sentence, dividend to the shareholders. Fantastic. Congratulations what you have assembled, and as you said, you're working on several new projects, so we look forward to a good news flow.
Absolutely. We move hard, we move fast, and we're not going to stop, and we still think there's some great attractive acquisition targets out there, and we'll have news in the coming weeks and months.
Great. Thank you very much, Patrick.
Thank you.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Patrick Donnelly, the president of First Mining, and yeah, you heard it. Move hard, move fast, and that's the one thing, paying dividends in the future. 9 million ounces of gold they have assembled so far, and $250 million market cap. I think pure success story. Check it out. Thanks, and bye-bye from Zurich.